Hey guys, Steve here with Revive, and look, you can see I've got still a bit of tan, but it's all a bit weird and patchy, and yeah, I feel like a freak. But yes, this is post-competition, how I'm kind of mindset, how the competition went, where I'm going, what's up with me. So competed on Saturday, amazing day, such a better show than the MPA. For several reasons. For me personally, MPA 3 weeks ago, before that, was my first show ever. I had no idea what to expect. I was stressed out. That week leading up, I hadn't peak week. Peak weeks are generally more food and less training. So I was pretty damn stressed. I was still trying to lose weight because I wasn't peaking for that show. I was peaking for the show just done. So that really helped. I was way less stressed. Knew what had to be done. Knew this show was way better organized. You knew exactly like where you were, when you were going on with advanced time. Things I'd learned from last time, I wasn't tanned enough, so I booked a professional tan. That was done 9:30 in the morning. Really successful. She was there all day, Nicola Gilbert. She helped get my tan perfected, so I knew that was fine. So that removed any stress. So she was there all day. She could do final touches before I went on stage. That was perfect. I also decided not to track that day, so I was just eating and kind of playing it by whim rather than trying to track and think, oh, I need to maybe be in a calorie deficit by the end of the day because I'm still trying to lose weight for this other show. The only other things that were stressful were in the morning. I had been weighing in about 160 all week. And then the morning of the show, I was 164 pounds. The cutoff was 165. And then after my meal, breakfast, I was 166 point something. I was almost 167. So I put on like 7 pounds just from a ton of carbs the day before. So I was a bit worried. Decided to cut all water before the show, before the weigh-in. Weighed in at 75 kilograms is the same as 165 pounds, and I weighed at 74.6 kilos. So just in the weight categories I needed to be. I'm 5'10", so I was actually the tallest competitor, I believe, in virtually all of my shows, or at least amongst the tallest. Certainly most people were shorter, as you'd expect, because height generally at that weight isn't particularly competitive, but yeah, anyway, I don't think I'll compete in a higher weight class ever. I don't think it might, maybe in many years, but anyway, so it went a lot more successful. Had my tan sorted, had shaved my pits, which are still pretty shaved. Didn't realise you had to shave your armpits and my forearms. It's all coming back now. But yet, those are two things I then corrected a bit of my posing from looking back at videos. So the first show was amazing, and I recommend everyone to have two shows, especially for the first. If you're competing for the first time, have one show you're really peaking for, have another show that you can learn lessons from, because you will learn so much from the first show. Things like I didn't pump up enough for the first show. I got too stressed out, I was tracking food, and I didn't shave everywhere and I didn't get a good enough tan. So I recommend you do a first show to kind of learn some lessons. I didn't actually get onto stage. We had weigh-in, 9:30 was my tan, weigh-in was 11 till 12. Check-in was terrible actually, it was really rammed, but that got done. And then it was a lot of waiting around. I wish in hindsight that I had just stayed out and watched some of the other competitors, because that would have been really good. Because I was not on until after the interval, which I can't remember exactly, but it must have been like 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock for my novice lightweight show, middleweight. And then later on, so I placed 4th in that, and then there was another later one that I was not on until like 7, 8 o'clock. So I grabbed some food in between that. Just went out and grabbed a wrap from a nearby store, just standard small meal. I was snacking on rice cakes, bit of peanut butter, not much actually, Reese's cups, and sipping on kind of Lucozade. just kind of eating by whim, seeing how I felt. Had a protein shake as well, just kind of toddling along. You can't really do a lot at this stage. Once you're there, like you've peaked. Like Greg Farris, my coach, said, you've peaked, you're in condition, you just need to keep it there. I look 10 times better when the photos come through. I'm sure you'll agree, and I'll be buying the video again this time. In the second category later that evening was novice. It was just lightweights. There was some huge guys. Like, obviously we're all the same kind of weight, but some of these guys, their maturity, ridiculous, and they're kind of, without to be harsh, but it is genetics. They had a great kind of X-frame and excellent build for bodybuilding. I do not have that build. Unfortunately, I do my best with what I've got. Again, I like to say that I did come in as conditioned as anyone else. That is what I went for this season, conditioning. As I've said in the past, I don't have the perfect kind of X-frame. I do not have that much muscle on me. I am what I am, but what I wanted to achieve was the greatest conditioning possible. So I pushed myself to the absolute limit with my coach, Greg Farris, who successfully got me shredded with shredded glutes, which was my aim. I don't think many competitors there actually had shredded glutes, so that was something I can be proud of, and I'm incredibly proud of, and I know what it takes to get there. The mental fortitude is high. You cannot just go into these things and think, yeah, I'm going to get shredded glutes. There's times in your prep where you will want to quit, and you have to push through that. You'll want to eat. You have to push through that. You won't want to train. You're going to have to push through that and train. You're not going to want to do cardio, but you're going to have to do it. It's all good and well, you know, me saying this like this, but until you've done it, you do not realize the mental fortitude that's required. So no offense to anyone who's out there who hasn't competed, but you honestly do not know how it feels until you've competed. Anyone who has competed will completely agree with me, because they've been there, they've done that, they've had to push through that mental barrier. That does truly exist once you kind of get into the last 8 weeks of contest prep. Mental fog, awful, tired all the time, not wanting to move, just kind of very insular. Relationships aren't going as well as that you hope. But anyway, I just wanted to do an update on how that kind of all went. I've got so much on my mind. I could ramble for ages, but I want to keep this video under 10 minutes. So essentially, yeah, show went a lot better. The actual UK DFBA was, I feel, like a better organisation, better prepared, better organised. The quality of athlete was also tremendous. No one was in poor shape. Everyone was in incredible shape. So to place fourth, which is one place better than in my last show, I was incredibly happy. I looked 10 times better. I was 10 times more prepared, 10 times happier with the outcome, and so happy with how everything went. Post-contest, went to Wagamama's, which I've got some footage of, which you'll see as I am uploading my peak week and then the final few days of the show. Just you'll see that meal. And then the next day I went out with my girlfriend, which I also filmed, for a completely free meal, to Duck and Waffle in London. Had Duck and Waffles, was incredible. You'll see that. And then back on macros and training on Monday. That was like 2 days ago. It's now Thursday, and was feeling good, feeling healthy very immediately, a lot healthier and happier. The last 2 days have been really hard. Not gonna lie, they've been really hard. Was hungry all day yesterday and all night. Couldn't sleep at all last night. Just wanted to go downstairs and eat a whole box of cereal. Didn't. Think I'll grow stronger for it. That's what it's all about, growing stronger, reviving stronger. That's what it's about for me. So I'm going to keep tough, and I'll update you again on if you are interested. I think I'm going to do this regardless if you're not going to say you're interested. I'm going to do a vlog of how my reverse diet is going. So tell you macros, how I'm feeling, what my training's doing, and if you ever want any future videos, kind of what would you like to see. I will try and get some training footage soon. So that is that. I'm weak as hell at the moment. So cheers guys, please comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. My newsletter and all different links will be in the description box below, social media. And thank you very much. Until next time, revive stronger, guys.